So the 2015 Hot Wheels year was over, I think, in around October. Here it is. It's the 2nd of January 2016. You probably forget that it's 2016 because a lot of people do that. Well, I'm gonna do my 15 favorite cars from the 2015 model year. So we'll start off with these right here. It's the 55 Chevy Belair Gasser, I believe it's called. It's one of my favorite castings. You know, real castings or whatever. I pretty much buy every version of this. You know, it's kind of nice. This particular color I didn't like all that well. I did buy 2 of them. A lot of times I buy 2 when I see a good car that I like. Well, this is in orange. They did make a Zamac one, which I liked a little better. Yeah, I like this one better for sure. And this one was only sold at Walmart, or if you could get it online someplace. The next model I liked, which is, this is a list of 15 cars, is the Morris Mini. I have 2 of them. I believe both of these were from 2015. This was probably the first one, because this one actually had that little clamp on here, so you could take the body off the casting, off the base. You know, you could modify it if you want it. I bought this actually later in the year. I bought it from like a dollar store, because they get all the old stuff in. They get in like anything really. You know, it could be like 2013 cars, which I did find. This is like a later one, and it doesn't have that opening casting anymore. So, you know, it's more valuable to get the older one. I think I have another one down here. But this one was from a later year. I don't know if it's from the Crazy Clown series or something like that. It's from the Clown series. And that one had it. Now they took it away and replaced it with a plastic base. Not removable. I don't know if they'll ever bring that back. Maybe they'll bring it back for a special line. Chances are they'll just leave it as a metal base if they did that. Like if they had a Real Rider series. On the next one I have here, this one, when I wanted it, it was kind of hard to find. I think I only ever found one in the store. But I did find like a worldwide case at a dollar store, and then I bought a second one. Real nice. And then like a few months later, at least at Christmas time, they got in some cases that had these in. So I started seeing a couple of these. Excuse me. Yeah, so this is my number 13, I think. Yeah, 13. Harley Davidson Fatboy. Okay, the next one, this got me started collecting this casting. I actually collected some of the older ones that were metal. All metal. You know, with the metal base. This is called the Shark Cruiser. This was released this year. I did buy later models that I found. Pretty nice. Actually, this was in my top 5 fantasy castings. But for some reason I didn't put this any higher in the list. Okay, the next one I have is the Batmobile. They made 2 this year, I think. I think one was in red, and it had, no, it was black with red stripes. This is like chrome with yellow striping. You know, it was just like this though, but this main part was black, and this was red. This one I actually liked a lot better. Too bad this is a plastic body, but it's real nice, so I give it that, and it's a metal base. That's what I loved about it. This is from like 1989 Batman, you know, with Michael Keaton along the lines there. Yeah, I don't think this looks as you know, exactly like the one in the movie. I have a Ertl one, ERTL one, that looks more close to it. And I think it's probably not the same size as the movie. The next is the Pontiac, I think, GTO. Let me see what year it is, 67. This one was my favorite, one of my favorites. Now I can actually, you know, if I go to a car show, I can identify the real car because of this car. I like the color. It's a nice blue. I don't know if they released another color, but if there is one, which there might, I might get it. If I can find one. Doesn't matter so much, but pretty nice. Next one is also a GM car. 69 Chevelle SS 396. I actually got this a lot later. I don't know if this was in D case or something like that, but I think there was another color, which was, you know, mostly blue with the white stripes. This one looks cool. I think it looks more like how those cars looked back in the day, maybe. I like the nice white color. It makes it look clean. I bought it at a Dollar Tree. You know, a lot of times I may skip them out, and I don't know why, but, you know, all of a sudden, a while later, and I see it again, and it looks real nice. Happens quite often. Okay, the next one is the 52 Chevy Truck, and I got both versions of it. Yeah, this is number 8. That last one was 9, and the Pontiac was 10. Nice red. Yeah, these kind of go together. I like the Zamac one, maybe slightly better. I actually have 2 copies of both. Actually, I think I won one on one of these on a Instagram giveaway. Nice truck, and it looks, you know, to the period. And here's the Zamac version. This one I have a duplicate of. I was able to find 2 of these. The other Zamacs I wasn't really able to find that much. So only 1 each. This is the only one I found 2 of, so I kept one in my carded collection. I may or may not do a video on my carded collection. I have a small carded collection because most of the stuff I get I open. I don't really care to have them in, you know, have them in the package really. Because it takes up just as much space, a lot of space, and then you gotta protect them. Okay, my next cars, 2 cars actually. The Volkswagen Caddy. It's a truck. You know, I like this because it kind of reminded me of the Datsun, which is on the list here. This one was number 6. I think the orange was the first release. Not sure exactly if I bought this in stores, but I didn't buy this one at first until Dollar General had a sale on these, and you know, I wanted to get it after a while. I thought maybe I'll get it, and then I found it at Dollar General, and that's when I got actually a super treasure hunt. They had a buy one get 2 free or something like that. But we'll look at the orange one. It has that skateboard in the back. Some people, I think, have been painting that to make it look more realistic and not just black. Real nice. It has the Volkswagen logo, I think, on there. Headlights. You know, you could color that in and it would look nice. Yeah. Okay, next 2 things I got is the pedal driver. Originally, this one I couldn't find in the stores. Then I found it at Walgreens because they got a late case in. They always get stuff late. I think it may have been around April because, you know, Easter's when toys pick up again. You know, they'll buy Easter baskets and stuff. This one's kind of cute. You know, a lot of people say it reminds them of the pedal car they had as a kid. I never had any car like this. I had one of those. I don't know if it was a play school, if it was a. Well, it was one of those. I think it was red and yellow, and you would use your feet, so it'd be like Fred Flintstone. You know, pushing that thing. And this was the first release. It was new for the year. And here's the other color that came out. I think color might be called turquoise. This one I was able to find in store. I actually found it at Target, as I recall. Yeah. It has those little, I think that might be for footholes. But I think you can fit like a Lego character or something in here. Which I did put one in there. And when I displayed it, I actually have this on a shelf. It was real nice. That's why I bought 2. I might even buy the 2016 one too. I actually have doubles of this one. Okay, the next 2 this became one of my favorites after a while. I bought this, and then all of a sudden I saw like the 2014 version, which I think was the new model for that year. And I actually liked that one maybe a little better, but this one, I guess, got on the list. It's at number 5. Datsun 620 to be exact. And yeah, well, it's missing like the blacked out letters. That's something you probably draw on, but it became one of my favorite castings after this first one. I started collecting most of them. And this one is actually like a Kmart K-Day color. Well, I didn't find this at Kmart. It actually, I guess they may have gotten rid of it or dumped it off at, you know, the dollar store, because I found this on my trip to Springfield, Illinois. It was like $1.50. I think there's a local store has it too, but I didn't pick that up. I don't have doubles of these at all. I think the red truck I would get, or the orange truck, the orange version of it from 2014. Those are the ones I would probably get doubles of. Okay, the next one I think was new for this year. I have 2 of them, but they're different colors. One's recolor. This is called the Dodge Charger 500. This is the blue one. I believe this was the first color. And, well, I actually like the blue one a lot better. There's a logo on it. I think it commemorates a couple years. It says 1964, and this is 2014. It commemorates the years of Hemi. Let's see, I don't know if that's like 50 years or so. But this one became my favorite. I think Maistel made one in a similar color, but it was a Dodge Charger RT or something like that. Here's the purple one. Pretty much the same sample design, just a different color. And I picked this one up later from a Dollar Tree store, just like this one I picked up later. I think they might even be from the same cakes. Okay, the last 3 here, this one's number 4. The last one was no, this one's number 3, and the last one was number 4. So, I got this one's called the 70 Plymouth Superbird. The first time I got the Superbird was from a 5-pack in around Black Friday of 2014. I didn't like that version of the car. I actually wanted the it was 69 Dodge Charger. So I bought a Muscle Mania pack. I had to stop my video, by the way. I actually wanted the Daytona, the Dodge Charger Daytona, which looked pretty much close to this. And I think that was in the Muscle Mania 5-pack, but I think it was actually the 70 Plymouth Superbird. This one I bought doubles of. It was kind of hard to find. I found this at K-Day. It was a carryover for, I think it was B case it was in. My favorite part about this is the high spoiler. So I bought this version, the 70 Plymouth Superbird, and the 69 Dodge Charger Daytona. I like both of those because of the spoiler. They're pretty much just similar, maybe a little looks might be a little different, but it's made it up there. It's number 3. Okay, next car is number 2. Is this one called the let me cough for a second. Called the Hover Mode. It's a Back to the Future Time Machine Hover Mode. This was a popular casting at the beginning. It was very difficult to find. I don't think I found it at any of the big stores. I found it like a grocery store, because they get in the older cases. So it was very popular. I did buy a whole bunch of them. In my haul video, I'll probably have like 3 or 4 of them. I might even open a 2016 version, because this is a cool casting. Yeah, I don't have any of the other DeLoreans from the movie. Just this one. Pretty cool though. They did make like a retro version that had a stand on it. You could probably prop this up with something if you drill a hole or something like that. Pretty nice. I think the main function of this, or the feature I liked, was this part. Without it, you couldn't even tell it was from Back to the Future. Yeah, so this was number 2. This might trade well if you bought like bought some carded ones. But I don't know if I even traded any of these. Okay, the next one, or the last one actually, number one, the Simpsons family car. Main reason this is number one because I like the show. It is missing something, the antenna, but that probably would have broken off. I said that in the video before. But it does have the ruffled little fender there. This car the color might be a little different from the show, and it might be a little smaller. Some people call this a fantasy casting. They might be right. Because some people did this for their top 5 fantasy casting videos. Or maybe it was the Back to the Future hover mode, but yeah. But I like it mainly because of the Simpsons. I don't think it's a real car. It's just probably based off like how some of the Hot Wheels are made. But, they're kind of a rip off of a real car. Well, it was pretty nice. They got the little Hot Wheel logo on it. And I did buy a couple of these. I traded some, and those traded real well. This one's probably this one traded better for me than this. A lot of the dealers probably just pick them up all the time, and then if they can't sell them, they have to lower the price. So one time I tried to trade in the Jetsons car, and that one they didn't seem to be interested in as much as this. But I originally traded for this, the 2016 Batmobile, which I did pick up another one. And I think that's about it. That's my top 15 cars. And those cars were at spot number 15 was the Gasser. Let's see if I can show that again. The Gasser. Spot number 14, the Morris Mini. This is probably my favorite one. The blue one would probably be second because it doesn't have that clip-off body. 13, the Harley Davidson Fatboy. 12, the Shark Cruiser. 11, the Batmobile. This version of it. Let's see here. And number 10, 67 Pontiac GTO. There we go. 9 was 69 Chevelle SS 396. I think the reason why I didn't buy this because I thought I had another version of it, but it was actually a later year. Okay, where was I? The 52 Chevy Truck is number 8. Number 7 is the Volkswagen Caddies. Number 6 was the pedal driver. Number 5 was the Datsun 620 truck. Number 4, Dodge Charger 500. Number 3 was this Plymouth right here. 70 Plymouth Superbird. And number 2 was this one, the hover mode. Back to the Future hover mode. And number 1 was the Simpsons family car. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you would like to make your own video, that would be fine. I may watch it if you say something about it. But yeah, so that was my 2015 year, my favorites. You can like, comment, share, whatever you would like to do with this video. And have a nice day. Hope your holidays were swell. Well, that's pretty much it for me today. Or not today, for now. Okay, goodbye and see you next time.